Adhyaya 4, Shloka 18, 1-8. Karmanya yah pashyet akarmani cha karmayaha sabuddhiman manushyeshu sayuktah kritsna karma krit karma, akarma and vikarma. These three are very subtle. The truth of karma, akarma and vikarma is very subtle. Therefore, it is difficult to understand what is true karma, right karma, what is vikarma, meaning pratishiddha karma, prohibited actions, and what is akarma, absence of action, freedom from action. It is difficult to understand the truth of these three. Hence, we need the help of the Shastra. The first part of the Vedas, Karma Kanda, discusses karma and vikarma, the right action, the desirable actions, as well as the prohibited actions. Certain actions are encouraged because they contribute to our spiritual well being, spiritual prosperity, whereas certain actions are prohibited because they lead to spiritual downfall. It is the topic of Karma Kanda, the first portion of the Vedas. The second portion of the Vedas, Jnana Kanda, Vedanta, reveals the nature of akarma, the truth of the absence of karma, truth of freedom from karma, how to be really free from the bondage of karma. The way to be free from the bondage of karma is self knowledge, Atma Jnana. An Ajnani, an ignorant person, has an understanding of action and absence of action. When someone is physically active, he understands it as action. When someone is sitting quiet without doing anything, idle, it is considered absence of action. But a jnani's understanding is different, because a jnani understands the truth of freedom from action. By sitting quiet, one doesn't become free from action, because until there is kartrutva and bhoktrutva, doership and enjoyership, he is not free from action. Even if he is sitting quiet, as long as he identifies with the act of sitting quiet, he is a doer, he is a karta, and then it is an action. When you are a doer, anything that you do is action. Even sleeping is an action. Even sitting is an action. Even meditating is an action. After meditating for 1 hour, this gentleman boasts, I meditated for 1 hour and I was in bliss. He proclaims to the world, I meditated. He identifies with the act of meditating. He is the karta. Despite meditating for a long time, he has not become free from action. Therefore, even meditation can be a samsara. Until there is identification, even meditation is samsara. Even before meditation, he was a samsari. Even after meditation, he is a samsari. As long as there is ajnana, even if one meditates for hours together, months together, he is not free from samsara. The only way is to get the jnana, get the right understanding, and to recognize oneself as the akarta and abhokta, the self, the atma is free from kartrutva and bhoktrutva. It is free from doership and enjoyership. Being awake to the true nature of the self is the only way to be free from karma. And it is the true akarma, true freedom from karma. Later on, Bhagavan will call it Naishkarmya Siddhihi, the accomplishment of freedom from karma. Naishkarmya Siddhim Paramam Sanyasenadhigacchati. Sanyasena, Jnanena. Jnana serves as a means to be free from karma. Then one might be physically active. He might be the busiest person on the earth. Despite being the busiest person on the earth, he is absolutely free from karma because he doesn't identify as the doer and he doesn't identify as the enjoyer. If he doesn't identify as the doer and enjoyer, how can he perform the karma? We can understand this with an example. An actor. An actor is very much aware that he is different from the role he is playing. In a tragedy movie, the actor has to cry. He has to shed tears. If he is a good actor, He doesn't even need the artificial tears. He sheds tears. He cries without crying. For an onlooker, he is crying. But in the heart of heart, he is aware that he is not crying. Therefore, one can act without being involved, without identifying. Likewise, a jnani plays the role just like the actor plays the role in the drama, in the movie. Even the jnani plays the role of a human being. Any role that he is put into in the stage of life. Therefore, he is working, he is full of action, yet he is not doing anything. Therefore, a jnani's karma is akarma. The actions of a jnani cannot be counted as karma. They are akarma. They are absence of karma. His friend understands that he is doing karma, but he knows that it is not karma, it is akarma. Therefore, yaha karmani akarma pashyet, yaha jnani, a man of wisdom, karmani akarma pashyet, he sees akarma in karma. He understands the karma as akarma. His own karma as akarma. Akarmani cha karma yaha. Then his friend says, I sat quiet for one day. I didn't do anything. I just meditated. And yesterday I was blissful in meditation. Today I came out of meditation and I am not able to enter the same state once again. Today my mind is restless. It is not able to enter the same state of meditation once again. And I don't want to miss it. I want to go back to the same blissful, peaceful state again. This is the samsara of meditation. Meditation samsara. Then the jnani tells his friend, you sat quiet and you call it akarma. You think it is akarma, freedom from karma. But it is not really freedom from karma because you identified. You have not dropped your identity, doer, enjoyer, meditator, enjoyer of the state of meditation, enjoyer of the bliss of meditation. Even this is a bhoktrutva. You have not dropped it. Since you have not dropped it, you are in trouble. You are again striving, again struggling to go back to another state of meditation, another state of bliss. Therefore, your akarma is karma. Yaha akarmani karma pashyet. He sees karma in the akarma of an ajnani. In the so-called akarma of an ajnani, a jnani sees karma. It is not freedom from action. It is also action. Because he has not dropped kartrutva and bhoktrutva. He has not dropped doership and enjoyership. This is the vision of a jnani. And Bhagavan describes him. Sabuddhiman manushyeshu. Saha manushyeshu buddhiman. He is the wise one. He is a man of wisdom. Man of true wisdom among human beings. A jnani is the truly wise man. Saha yuktaha. He is yuktaha. The focused one. Yujadhatu means to focus. He is the focused one. The true focus. The true purpose of focus is to attain self knowledge. The yogis practice focusing the mind. And many of them who practice focusing of mind get carried away in the path, in the process. Some people get carried away by siddhi. There are siddhis, animadi ashta siddhi. All the spiritual masters have discouraged the sadhaka from being carried away by siddhis. The ability to do miracle is called siddhi. Ability to heal, ability to predict future. There are varieties of siddhis. Ability to attract others. Some people have a special charm and they get it through certain types of upasana. And some people perform upasana in order to attract people towards them. It is another siddhi. And such people do not accomplish the true purpose of yoga, true purpose of focusing the mind. The true purpose of focusing the mind is jnana, abiding in self knowledge, assimilating the self knowledge. Therefore, sahayuktaha, the true yogi, the true yuktaha, truly focused one is a jnani. Kritsna karma krit, a jnani has performed all karmas. There are many karmas enjoined in the Shastra. The Vedas enjoin several types of karma. The greatest type of karma is called Rajasuya or Ashwamedha. Let us take Ashwamedha. Ashwamedha is the greatest type of karma. It is not easy to perform Ashwamedha. Everyone cannot perform. Only a king can perform Ashwamedha. And the performance of Ashwamedha yields the greatest form of punya. It is a great virtue. And by performing Ashwamedha, one can go to higher loka. One can even become the king of devatas after death. There are such karmas, such rituals enjoined in the Shastra. When we do some good actions, we get promoted in some way or other. You become better, you become greater by doing great actions. A jnani is not in a need of doing any action because he has accomplished the greatest. What is the greatest? Brahman. The very word Brahman means the greatest. Brihat, greatest, infinite is Brahman. A jnani has discovered his identity with the Brahman. Therefore, he has become the greatest. And therefore, there is nothing more to accomplish. No addition is possible to his greatness because you cannot add anything to the infinite. You can add to the finite. Infinite plus one, it will remain infinite. Infinite plus 100, infinite. Anybody who has studied mathematics will tell you any addition to infinity is infinite. Therefore, a jnani has accomplished the purpose of all karmas. Therefore, Krishna describes a jnani kritsna karma krit. He has already performed all the karmas as good as he has performed all karmas. The following shlokas describe a jnani, describe a man of self knowledge. Shloka 19. Yasya sarve samarambhaha कामसङ्कल्पवर्जिताः ज्ञानाग्निदग्धकर्माणम् तमाहुः पण्डितं बुधाः. यस्य सर्वे समारंभाः कामसङ्कल्पवर्जिताः. A jnani will continue to act, will continue to perform actions then what is the difference between an ajnani and a jnani? Both are working, both have bodies, both are breathing, both are eating, and both are working as well. Then what is the difference between an ajnani's actions and a jnani's actions? The difference can be explained with the same example that I mentioned a few minutes back. Let's imagine a real beggar and an actor playing the role of a beggar. What is the difference? A real beggar is begging desperately, hoping that the people should give him money, people should give him food. He is begging desperately. There is a desire, there is a desperation, there is helplessness. And if he doesn't get any money, what he expects, he is dejected. There is dejection. And he will complain as well. Nobody gave me anything. He complains. and sometimes there is elation. He gets 100 rupees unexpectedly. Someone gives him 100 rupees and he jumps with the joy. Sometimes there is elation and sometimes there is dejection. Nobody gives anything. It is a true beggar. Then this actor is playing the role of a beggar. There is no helplessness. There is no desire also. Somebody might give me 10 rupees, 20 rupees. He has no desire for 10 rupees, 20 rupees because he knows that he is a millionaire, Karodpati. Not only he is Karodpati, he is running Kaun Banega Karodpati. It is the difference between a real beggar and an actor beggar. Similar is the difference between a jnani's karma and an ajnani's karma. An ajnani does karma with the desire, with hope that I will get the result. Whereas a jnani has nothing to accomplish. A jnani is kritakrityaha. Kritakrityaha is a beautiful word in Sanskrit. Kritam krityam yena saha kritakrityaha. He has accomplished what has to be accomplished. He doesn't seek any more accomplishment. Kritakrityaha. Absolute fulfillment. Therefore, all his actions are free from desires, hopes, expectations. Yasya sarve samarambhaha kama sankalpavarjitaha. All his samarambhaha, all actions, kama sankalpavarjitaha, free from desires, free from hopes, free from expectations. Tam jnanagnidagdha karmanam. Another beautiful description of a jnani. Jnanagnidagdha karmanam. All his karmas are burnt by the fire of knowledge. Jnana is compared to fire. It burns down all his karma because jnana has burned down his identification as a doer and enjoyer. By destroying the doer and enjoyer identification, it has destroyed all karma. Tam jnanagnidagdha karmanam. Jnana is Agni, like a fire. The regular fire, it burns the fuel. And sometimes certain unwanted objects are also burned. If they are hazardous, they are burned by fire. Likewise, the fire of knowledge burns down ajnana, ignorance, as well as all the effects of ignorance. Identification with the body, identification with the mind, identification as doer and enjoyer, identification as a limited being, all these are effects of ignorance. Jnana burns down all these. It destroys the cause of samsara, destroys the root of samsara. Therefore, jnana is Agni, and jnana-agni burns the karma. Jnanagni dagdha karmanam. A jnani's karma is burnt by the fire of jnana. Panditam ahuhu. And he is a pandita. Jnani is called pandita. A true pandita. In India, the word pandita is used for many people. So, who is a true pandita? Panda asya sanjata iti pandita. Panda means Atmajna. Panda asya sanjata iti panditah. Tadasya sanjatam tarakadibhya itach. Pandita is a man of self-knowledge, a jnani. He may not be a scholar. Generally, a scholar is called Pandita. He may not be a scholar. Scholarship has nothing to do with self-knowledge. One can know the Atma without being a scholar. Tam Buddhaha Panditam Ahu. Buddhaha, the wise men call him a Pandita. Even the following shlokas describe a jnani. We will see them in the next session. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate